babes. So yesterday I came in and I talked to you about the 3 reasons that I loved using Samcart for my business. And we kind of went over my backstory, how I started the Posh Girls Club, and how I ended up here talking to you about this specific product in the behind the scenes of the Posh Girls Club. So what I wanted to pick up on today is yesterday I talked about, let's just cover that really quickly, why I love Samcart. Number one, it helps me sell the first time a customer comes in contact with me. Correction, my dream customer. Number two, it helps me to sell more to that customer because they see the value in the products and they get an instant offers, much like Amazon does, or Apple Pay, where you're able to easily and quickly convert your customer without fuss, right? It's simplify to amplify. The third thing it allowed me to do is to retarget those customers for more sales so that I can bring more value to the people who find my content and my story and the information that I have to share with them valuable. Now, let's talk really quickly about, I'm going to give you an overview of what it is that I sold initially to help me to make $200,000 very quickly. And I'm giving rounded numbers, okay? Because I wanted to just make it as clean and sensible as I possibly could without complicating things. I'm a talker, so, she talks, okay? So the first thing that I did was I offered, and I wrote down some numbers so that I could have exacts for you. The first thing that I did is sold my free ebook. Yes, you heard me correctly. I sold my free ebook. So Brian had a template over at Samcart that he saw that a bunch of, and we talked about this on the podcast episode and the YouTube episode. So if you haven't seen that yet, feel free to go over to my YouTube, youtube.com/Hollywood Pinups. It's been my YouTube for forever, so I'm never changing the name. But we talked about how he saw some of the top sellers on Samcart, and that's what he does. Like, he's the data guy, right? He was a baseball player, which kind of, if you know baseball, he's a numbers guy. So he saw that certain sellers were having success. And one of the things Brian always, success selling their ebooks or offering their ebooks, because if you think over the last couple of years, people have you do like the free lead magnet. So you'll get that digital lead magnet, and then that goes to a tripwire, which is like an instant offer. Then the tripwire leads you to an upsell, which is how you sell more of your thing. He said that the most successful sellers were skipping the free actual product. So you pay for the shipping of the book, which you in most cases are gonna, it's better whether you make money on that or not, right? Whether you are just charging the exact shipping cost and the person is getting your item in hand, now you have someone who is willing to pay something for your item. So you know that is a much better customer than just collecting a lead that only wants the freebie that you're giving out. They were willing to pay for the shipping. So now you know that this is a person who is really interested, and now you've got a collection of customers who are willing to pay you, okay? And so that's the value in doing this particular thing. It's not a trick. It's helping you to understand who your real dream customer is, who's the person that's gonna convert with you. And then you deliver them something magnificent. You over-deliver in value. And that doesn't mean you have to write a 50 or 100-page ebook. Brian's was only like 30 pages or something. It was super short. It was huge writing. And so was mine. But it delivers tons of value in those. I think mine is about 30 or 60 pages, something like that as well. And so now I know that the people who get that are highly interested and highly engaged. So the first thing I did was sell the free ebook. And it's funny because that is how I made all the money initially on this template that helped me collect my ideal customers. So once they take that ebook and they're willing to pay the shipping, Now they get offered the next thing with just a click. And if you've ever been in anything of mine, you've seen that. You've seen the next logical step. So if you want this, this is also going to bring you even more value. So now I've got that clicking customer, that paying customer who with just another click can get the next thing, which was the business accelerator at the time. And that was $47. So the free ebook itself brought $68,000. When you count what people paid, it was that many downloads. So when you take away the actual cost of shipping, I made $68,000 and some change on that ebook. The very next in the upsell, which was a $47 business accelerator, that would normally have sold for like $199, I believe it was at the time. I made $64,000 and change off of that. Those were the first two upsells those were the first two processes from my free ebook. Okay. And then I did a couple variations of that. So I continued to just build on that funnel. One of them was like IG for bosses or the business accelerator. So I did variations of that once that funnel was doing really well. Now, the third offer in the upsell was the Socialite Society membership along Diamond Girl memberships and IG for Bosses memberships. Those brought $30,000 in sales. Okay. And then my events and coaching made up the rest of the sales, which was another $38,000. And that is how I got to that first $200,000 in sales, all that started at the free book. So this is why I love Samcart, because it helps keep the customer who's ideal for you, continue to keep them engaged in what you're offering and what they need, want, and desire, because my sales page speaks to that customer and it answers their pain points and it shows them how I solve those pain points. And so that leads me to the very next thing, which is how do you pull all of that together to even know what to put in your sales page? And that is what the Posh Girls Club will be helping you to do. So when you sign up for Samcart for this specific offer, this one-time offer that, again, they only do once a year, when you sign up, I'm going to help you to get all of the pieces together. So I'm going to help you with, you're going to get my free business accelerator, which is going to help you brand content, learn how to monetize and create the actual sales page, how to growth hack, how to connect to your ideal customer. So when you're branding, you got to understand how to speak to the customer in the voice of your business so that the customer knows that you are the solution for them. So what do you put on the sales page? Those are the things that will help you understand how to connect to your customers' pain points, how to understand your USP, your unique selling proposition, how to help the customer know that you have a solution for them, and then how you provide that solution for them, along with putting all those core 4 elements together that Brian talks about, how each sales page is made up for Samcart, will help you to understand how to pull it all together. And the best thing is when you sign up for Samcart, you can decide how much you want to pay to join these coaching sessions. There's 2 90-minute coaching sessions, and you get access to my 5-day BASK, which is the Business Accelerator Starter Kit. It's going to give you tips, all these tips on how to pull the elements together. And you'll get the intro coaching session and the closing coaching session. So all of that, and you decide what you want to pay and what you can pay to be a part of it. That is how much I believe in this product. That's how much I know that you can use Samcart, just like I did, simplify to amplify. And as you learn more about it and other little tricks and tips and things that you can do with the platform, you can get in there and start doing those tripwires and those upsells and things like I did with my with Brian's free ebook template. I just made it my own and inserted myself and my experience and the things that I knew, and offered that to my audience, and gave them the value that they needed to trust me and know that I know what I'm talking about, and then to come back and continue along in my funnel. All those things we're going to be helping you with. I'm going to drop the link to that one today. This is a one-time offer. Just like Brian, I only have 50 slots for this. So if you want to get set up for the holidays, start monetizing right away. I'm going to help you to walk you through so that you can. All right. It's always my goal to give you value because I want to see you win. I want to see you thrive. I want to see you live the life that you imagine. And you can do that now with Wi-Fi and a dream. All right. Keep hustling, babes.